Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com, and today I'm going to speak to you something really personal. It was I think around 5 to 6 years ago that I happened to fall in love with a pretty young, beautiful girl, absolutely beautiful. Now I'll just hide her identity because, you know, obviously out of respect for her, but her name was, you could say, roughly Anne. Okay, now I was madly in love with Anne, and I mean, she was the most beautiful thing in my life. She was absolutely gorgeous, she was innocent, she was playful, she was naughty. I mean, she was the best thing that ever happened to me until that point. And I was crazy about this girl. Long story short, I messed up, and eventually, I guess, I tried to patch things up with her, but she decided to move ahead. Now, the main part of the story begins after the breakup. I was a guy who, you know, enjoyed his life with as many women as possible. For me, women were just like a scorecard where I'd keep the score. And when I actually fell in love, I didn't know I fell in love with this girl, but when I did fall in love, I found the importance and the sacredness of emotions. In fact, after she broke up with me, I couldn't handle the breakup. I was so emotionally torn that I could not eat, I could not sleep. I found that really surprising. I mean, I used to look at the photographs and cry every day. I used to look at our videos and cry every day. I couldn't go to work. And then in order to channelize my energy, I started to do exercise with very heavy weights, like pushing for leg presses 310 kilos, doing full squats with 225 kilos, that is, you know, sitting and standing, and then running absolutely fast, you know, just to vent out that energy. But eventually what happened was, because of the abuse I was putting on my body, I damaged my lower back, and I was advised not to do any kind of exercise. Actually, I could not move. I had to sit at home, rather lie down. I needed someone's help to sit, stand, do whatever I had to. And it was at that point things really looked down. I kept crying every day. Every day I would look at her photographs. Now, the strange thing was, I had a lot of personal, private photographs and videos. And obviously, when you're emotionally hurt, you feel angry, you have all this mixture of emotions, and I wanted to take revenge, I guess. Those thoughts kept coming to my mind, but then I decided, I knew that was not the right thing to do. So I decided just one day that I would just get rid of all these photographs, all the videos, and I deleted them, absolutely deleted them, because I didn't want to harm her in any way. And I had some of her stuff, and I just gave it back. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to portray her as a bad person and me as a good person. No, absolutely not. My video is not about finding out who's right or who's wrong. Rather, my video is to those people who are heartbroken. You know, going through an emotional breakup is a very difficult thing. I didn't realize how difficult it was. In fact, I used to laugh at guys who used to say, "Oh, I'm emotionally broken." I would be, "Oh, come on, get real. There are so many girls on this planet." And if a girl would cry for a guy, I say, "Come on, you know, you can go enjoy yourself." But when I got into an emotional, real, true emotional relationship, I found it very hard to get out of it. At least the residual feelings that were there. So, what can you do if you go through an emotional breakup? Now, I'm not saying these are universal rules, but this is what helped me. Number one, you definitely need to understand that there is no escaping the pain. You have to go through it. It is a very difficult journey. You'd have to go through it. So be absolutely prepared. Accept it that you have to go through it. The second part is, there's nothing that you can do to bring this person back. So don't try hurting her or him, or don't try hurting yourself. It's no point. It's no use. The third one is, you definitely need support. Ask friends, ask people that you know to help you out, because trying to get out through this phase alone is extremely hard, exceptionally hard. The point number 4, which I would say, is you need to change your environment, because if you're in the same environment, it would choke you, it would make you suffer, it would bring memories back to you. Number 6 is you need to destroy all those memories, because if in case you cannot handle it, I suggest either you give it to someone, or like how I did in my case, because it would have really harmed. She was a young girl. She was, I was 30 and she was, I think, 18. Yeah. It would have really destroyed her. So I just destroyed it because I didn't want temptation coming in. The next one is point number 7. Do whatever it takes to get out of it. Pray if you need to pray. Go to the gym. Do something to keep yourself busy, because the more busy you keep yourself, the less you'll think about it. Another point that I tend to use is I try to find other avenues, other people that I could meet. I know this sounds too early. The danger which I did with point number 8, trying to find out someone to replace her, I fell in love with the next girl. I mean, that was crazy, because I wouldn't have normally fell in love with a girl, but I guess I needed a replacement over there. So I wouldn't suggest a replacement, but have an intimate friend. Have a friend whom you can talk to, share with. But be careful over there, because you can fall. You can become closer to the person. Number 9 is you need to express these emotions. Cry, write, do whatever it takes to express these emotions, because bottling them up would not help. And last but not the least, seek professional help, because the emotional phase is a very difficult phase, and you got to understand that all human beings are emotional creatures. We are not logical in nature. So have someone who is professional to guide you. Overall, when I look back at it now, I would just say it was a phase. It was a phase of my life. I still feel she's a very special person. Would I go back to her? No, I don't think so, because we are two different people. Our priorities are different. Yeah, you got to understand this, that most of the relationships that happen in school or college, or even early on, they are not actually really relationships that are built on a strong, solid foundation of maturity. So I'm not saying the feelings are not real. It's just that your priorities change over the period of time. So when I look back at it today, I'm glad I didn't do anything bad. Yes, I did try writing some emails, because come on, she just dropped me like a hot potato. So would I get back to her? No. Do I think she's a good person? Yes, I definitely think she's a good person. If I meet her, would I say hi to her? Yes, I would say hi to her. Would I wish anything bad for her? Absolutely not. And I just think it's, you just move on in life. You just realize this person was part of your memory. So the only suggestion that I would give is, if you're getting into a relationship, or if you have someone, just know that your priorities need to be the same. You need to be more or less the same age group. You both need to have independent kind of decisions. And remember, marriage is not the solution. Marriage is just the beginning of more added responsibility. So having said that, if in case you have anything you'd like to comment or like to share, please feel free to write up. My email is loymachedo@gmail.com. And if you're going through a breakup, take courage, be strong, because and things will get better on from there. So guys, thank you for watching. This is Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Ciao. Take care.